After my last treatment, I have felt like less hungry.
I love it.
I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna eat dinner. It's been wild.
I love that. I like to try to eat like a bigger meal, like in the morning or like mid-afternoon. The very first time I eat, sometimes I'll do intermittent fasting and just have like coffee. I'm trying to switch to tea though. I feel like that would be healthier for me. Are you more of a tea girl or a coffee girl?
I'm both.
You're both.
I'm both.
I need to be both.
Yeah, I started drinking coffee like 10 years ago, but before that I didn't drink
Oh, really?
coffee. Yeah,
Wow.
I never drank coffee, but yeah.
I grew up Mormon and it's not allowed, so that was like my first Starbucks Frappuccinos were my first rebellion.
That's right, no caffeine.
I was like, look at me being bad, my Frappuccino. Naughty. Feels like the gold. So you're an herbalist. Do you have any like favorite oils? I know you do.
Are you talking about like yeah, I love are you talking about products or
No, just like essential oils?
Oh, essential oils.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm big on like Young Living oils.
Or no, not a brand.
Not a brand.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like, just like the types. Like, what do you always have in your little apothecary?
Oh, of course,
like rosemary, like myrrh.
Rosemary, myrrh, and then I have cedar. I have lavender. I have one that's like just it's a chill pill. Ow.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's the chill pill. That's a lymph node. We're moving that out of your face.
It's like geranium and lavender and a few others there. I also have Rose of Sharon.
Ooh, I've never heard of that. What's that one do?
That one. You know what? I can't remember. I can't remember what it does right now.
I've used like rose hips and I've used rose oil, but never roses of Sharon. That's fun.
That one. I'm not like. What else do I have? I have citrus. I have rosemary. What else? Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, for me, I'm more of an herbalist, like burdock root and.
So do you boil those down yourself, or do you do tinctures? Do you make your own tinctures?
I don't know. I order them from an herbal company, and they basically press it into a pill because your compliance is better.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So they're formulas that have like, you know, anywhere from like 3 to 20 ingredients, and so they're pressed into a capsule or a tablet, and then. So with herbs, you have to take more. You have to take more pills. So oftentimes, you know, you take one pill if you're taking a prescription, but with herbs, you'll take 6 to 9 capsules.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
and that's usually like somebody comes and they're trying to get everything reset. So it's like a lot more in the beginning, right? To get things reset, and then it keeps changes.
Right. Like you typically will take herbs for a month to 3 months, and it changes your constitution, and you don't have to take it for the rest of your life. It's not like supplements.
Oh, cool.
So, and then I also have, granules, which is like a powder that you put in water and you can take that. Or I also have raw herbs in a satchel, like a tea bag.
Oh.
And that stuff is really potent and easy to take. So, like I treat a lot of high blood pressure, weight loss, aches and pains, high cholesterol, anything like that. And it can be really helpful.
So you said like 20 different things. So like somebody would come in and they do the consultation with you, and then you can kind of customize their pressed pill based on what's going on with them?
Yes.
That is so cool.
Usually I'll just give them, though, a patent formula that's already, that's that's tailored for them,
Okay.
but already, it's already made, so that it keeps the
nice.
price point lower too.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you have to, sometimes you can make granules that are specifically for that person,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's a bit more expensive. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So.
But hey, if it's the only thing that's gonna fix you,
Mm-hmm.
I would do it.
Yeah, my mother just took for the last 3 months. She took herbs that help with blood pressure, and her blood pressure was like 190 over like 82, and she wouldn't take any Western medicine, and so I got her to take some herbs, and now she's like 130 over 76.
Wow. And then how long did that take?
It took 3 months.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just 3 months. You can be like a whole like younger person.
Yeah, it helped quite a bit. Yeah, she really.
Now, does she
really
continue to take them, or did you move her to something that's more like maintenance? Or?
I moved her to something for like emotional support.
Okay.
And so I think that she stopped taking she finished the herbs and she's done for a while. So she's just living her best life now.
I love it. Mm-hmm. That's so cool that it can fix so quick.
Yep. 3 months.
3 months is quick.
But you have to drink.
Stick it out and do
kind of a nasty tea, but whatever. It's a lot of water.
You can do anything for 3 months.
Yeah, it's better than taking blood pressure medicine that causes that is linked to dementia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which ones do that?
High blood pressure medicine.
Is there specific types? Is the like the statins thing or?
No, it like basically if you're there's a with the high blood pressure medicine there's a link to dementia. Some of the statins also there's a link to dementia as well, and then like joint pain, really weird like joint pain. And then if you're on blood pressure medicine long enough, you'll have diabetes, so you have to go on diabetes medicine. So it's
kind of setting you up for borrowing from tomorrow to for today.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. I love stuff that's gonna like.
Yeah, with blood pressure medicine, it has a lot of sexual side effects too, for particularly men.
Yeah. Boys don't like that.
Mm-mm.
No. And then I've heard of that happening, and then some people will take the Viagra with that, and that's pretty dangerous.
It is a bit dangerous, yeah. Well, I mean, people were having Viagra heart attacks, in the 90s.
Wow.
Remember that?
Yeah.
But I think they're having less of that, but yeah, it's still have to be careful.
Ironically, like the only boyfriends that I've ever had take that, like we were in our 20s just for fun, like it was.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember
those times.
And women can take it too, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, yeah, you want to be careful with that.
No, I'm sure there's other like I would trust like different herbs. Like I know that. So I've studied more herbalism from like an Ayurvedic point of view. So like different herbs, but it's like.
Well, maca is the big one for men and women, but mostly for women.
They were really into the people that make Urbanique that I helped them launch that product line. They were really into like, it was like a Spanish fly thing.
Spanish fly or horny goatweed.
That's another, yeah.
Yeah, the big one is maca, horny goatweed, and...
What else is maca for? I thought that was good for... I've bought and taken maca for myself. Like, I thought it was good for like my brain, or like, I don't remember. I probably still have a bag of maca I haven't used in years in my pantry.
Well, I think it is good. It's things that they can be good for your brain and like what we call your jing or your oh wow, that hurts. Like good for your constitution, and it can make you viral, or not viral, but virile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it gets the little swimmers back too.
Yeah.
What if they just wanted to get excited without the extra little swimmers? All the herbs kind of just make you overall healthy, like from every way. You can't just like pick and choose.
Yeah, that's the side effect. I mean, I'll treat people with acupuncture. I'm like, especially if you're regulating someone's cycle.
Yeah.
I'll be like, if you don't want to get pregnant, because sometimes people will come in and they've just been winging it, and then they do acupuncture and herbs, and then they get pregnant. So I always tell people now, I'm like, Okay, so if you don't want to become pregnant, just be careful because you'll be extra fertile if you're doing acupuncture.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I always went because fertility treatments are so expensive. We've done a lot of live streams and Flux with Friends. Hi, Lucita. Talking about, all the different fertility treatments that people go through, surrogates and stuff. And it's so
Very
expensive.
expensive.
And it's so taxing on the body. Even if you're just freezing the eggs to put into somebody else, it's still like a lot of work, right?
It's a lot of chemicals.
A lot of stuff going on in the body.
Yeah.
So I always just wondered. I was like, man. And then so many people I know have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars multiple times and not gotten the result that they've wanted. So I was just wondering, like, why would you just not try? Acupuncture has such good reviews.
Well, yeah, but
instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, well, sometimes people are in a hurry, and I get it. Like, like I worked in Chicago, and everybody was like, "I'm 40, I want to have a baby now," and you're like, "Oh shit!" And I've been on, and they're like, "Oh, I've been on birth control for 20 years, and now I want to get pregnant now," and you're like, "Oh, we have to, we have to help balance your body." But anyway, it's like 25,000 a pop for IVF for like your retrieval, your egg retrieval, and then they basically shoot you up with a bunch of hormones so that you pop out follicles or eggs, and then they retrieve them, and then they put them in a petri dish with your partner's sperm, and then they grade them and see which ones look the best, like the healthiest. I don't know what their criteria is. It's like different grading, and then based on that they'll transfer it into your body based on your cycle. And that's like
there's a lot to go into it.
Yeah, so you're taking a lot of hormones that are linked to cancer later on. So it's no joke.
Yeah, I had a friend that I just literally thought we were just gonna. I was like, I'm gonna be 34 next year. I was like, I should start this. And she was like, yeah, because you're geriatric when you're 35. And I'm like, what? That's rude. She's like, no, that's the terminal, or that's like the medical term for it. And she's a chiropractor. Like, she's in the medical field too. So I'm just like,
it's called a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah, if you're over 35. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, maybe I should donate some eggs. And I just thought I was going to have to, like, lay some eggs, like, catch it during the cycle. And then she's telling me they had I think that their firstborn was maybe almost 1 or a little over 1 at the time. So they had already went through it, put the egg back in, 2 eggs in the freezer, like. And she's telling me all about it. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I was horrified.
Well, yeah, and you know what? I had a patient, and So I had one patient, and she had all of these eggs that were fertilized, and they were frozen in, like, I don't know where she was, if she was New York or something like that. Oof. So she flew there, or no, that she had them transferred to Chicago, and they defrosted them, and she lost all of her eggs. That was it.
What, because they defrosted them wrong?
Yeah, they lost it in like some process.
And you can't even sue them if they do all that stuff.
No, because you sign off on all that. And then here's the other thing too. You could be like, say for instance, you and your husband are like, we want to have kids, and like you do all this retrieval and fertilizing of these eggs, and then they freeze them or whatever. Well, during this whole process, you can get divorced, and your husband, you have to have all of that spelled out in your documents, because some people will get divorced, and then, the former wife will want to have, she'll want to have children, but is it fair that she should have, that she could have children with your sperm, even though you guys aren't married any longer?
There's so many things to think about, like details where I was just
wild?
like, it's crazy. One of the girls we had on the live stream, she did a gestational surrogacy, which means it was her and her husband's zygote, like, egg and sperm, and they put it into her friend, and that was even more complicated because the laws in Indiana are crazy. So they had to go to Illinois before the baby was born, and she had to adopt her own child from the surrogate mother before it was born. And it
Yeah,
was
'cause
like,
sometimes people change their mind, and then you have a huge clusterfuck of what?
yeah, whose is what and what is
It's
where.
like, that's my egg, that's my husband's sperm, but you delivered
In
it.
Indiana, technically, if she wouldn't have done that, then that's their kid. It's her kid, the gestational surrogate.
Yeah, it could be a total, that could be a total mess.
Yeah, we're gonna have them on for a Flux with Friends. I did a Flux with Friends with her, but we're gonna have the mama and the surrogate on for a little buddies flux session, and we can hear from both of them,
Oh,
and you guys
that's
can ask
interesting.
questions. Yeah, I think
That's so cool.
that is so fascinating.
It is fascinating. It is. Yeah, I've been through it with a lot of people that have, you know, I mean, I've been through it with a lot of patients in Chicago for sure. But
And then what kind of other hormones? So, like, you know, we talk about on the channel a lot. I talk a lot about PCOS since I have that.
yeah, I work with PCOS quite a bit because a lot of the acupuncture points are right above the pubic bone, and what acupuncture does really well is it improves the blood flow and it decreases inflammation.
Nice.
So for PCOS, it's really a nice option. And then you balance the hormones at the same time with acupuncture. There are certain points that you use that help balance the hormones.
Now, so like, even if you, because like you said, there's a bunch of acupuncture points in that area. So if you are treating something that has an acupuncture point there, that might not necessarily be specific for hormones, but that could still help because it's around that same area.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, and a lot of times you're balancing, like if somebody comes in and they have digestive problems, you're balancing their hormones anyway. Or like, say for instance, you come in and you have like IBS where you have constipation. So you do a bunch of these points and you balance the hormones at the same time. Well, you're improving your fertility along with it. So yeah, that's where people have to be careful if you don't want to be pregnant. Yeah, I've had a lot of people come in and they're like, I'm pregnant, or I see them like 6 months later and they're like, you know, or a year later and they're like, oh yeah, I came to you fixed my digestion and then I got pregnant. And I'm like,
I love it.
Woo, all right.
I had that happen with a client, and she had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on different fertility treatments. And she was just like, okay, well, we're ready for the mommy makeover. It didn't work out for us, whatever. Well, with the mommy makeovers, with the frequency-specific microcurrent, like what we're using today, we can get rid of scar tissue. It's getting rid of inflammation when we're getting rid of scar tissue, or, you know, breaking down fibrosis. You're also getting better circulation and lymph flow. And
Wow.
so we got her super snatched up, and then I didn't see her for a while. I think, like, you know, the lockdown happened, but then I didn't see her, and she was coming like multiple times a week, right? We were getting everything snatched back up. And then I was actually at Universal Studios Florida with some friends, and I hear, Ella, is that you? And I turn around. It is not this lovely lady with a baby stroller.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, oh my gosh, she's like, I've been meaning to tell you, like, all of that stuff we did, you know, and we had a surprise baby. And that's so amazing because, I mean, like, there's just other things, you know, besides, like, acupuncture, the stuff that we do. There's so many other things you can do if we're focusing on getting the body to be, like, a healthy place to carry a baby. And sometimes we can get rid of this other stuff without causing more scar tissue.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is I had to make you feel really good.
Oh my gosh, and to be already at like one of the happiest places on earth. So I was already like, you know, dopamine high from roller coasters. And then I hear like Ella, and I'm like, oh my gosh, best day ever.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of people too, even just cutting out like gluten because they had celiac and they didn't know they had celiac and then getting pregnant. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people who get on different herbs, like some supplements that I take that had multiple surgeries, and the things the herb do is get rid of inflammation and try to help your body like not attack itself, you know?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people have, you know what, sometimes it's like a little tweak.
Yeah.
And they're like just super stressed out.
Yeah, having stress like that, I mean, that's the worst.
Yeah, and
Don't
then
be trying
you
to have a
do.
baby if you're already stressed.
Yeah, you do it's like your body's like, I'm being chased by a bear, so it's really hard to get pregnant when you're being chased by a bear,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes people, yeah, they'll do some acupuncture or like start doing yoga, and then they're like, Prager's fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some energy healings with some like tarot card reading stuff come through, like some Reiki, and a lot of, I can't tell you how many people it's come through for. It's just like, hey, you have to reduce your stress and, make your house, make your home, make the environment a comfortable nest, ready to have a baby, and then it can just like naturally happen. But people are trying to get like a master's degree or at their job, and I'm like, you gotta pick one thing, one major thing, or move their house. I'm like, that's awesome. Do all those things and then do the baby. But, give that attention and then it just like naturally flows.
Well, I get it. I mean, I lived in Chicago, and a lot of people, it's like you go to school, you're working on your career and all this stuff, you're having fun. And then by the time, you're like, oh shit,
Where did the time go?
Where did it go? I get it. I totally get it. I get it. Do you see my scar from where I had my bicycle injury?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what that was for.
I was ran off the road by a cab driver in Chicago, and
violently driving there.
Yeah, I was on my bike, and I had just gotten done with like Kundalini yoga, and I was on my bike, and I was going to the lakefront. And I got ran off the road by this cabbie, and I remember going down, and I'm like, boop, going down, and then I was like asleep on the sidewalk.
No.
I was like knocked out. And these two ladies found me, these two angels. And they put me in an ambulance. They were like, it was wild. But I feel bad for them because there was like blood everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this spot is like, especially right over the vein there.
Yeah, it was. But I did acupuncture, I did a bunch of herbs, and I had all my healers on it, and you really can't see it. For as big as it was, it was huge. Big was it? It was like this big.
Oh wow.
And my mom's always like, I can't believe you don't have a scar. It was
I can only see like here a little bit.
There were 20 stitches.
I can see a little bit here and a little bit here, yeah, but you can't see any kind of scarring here.
Yeah, I don't have
I love that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had like this magical scar cream. It was super.
We love the magical scar cream.
Yeah, I'll. It's in a red and white box in Chinatown. I'll definitely share some products that help with new scars, like that are still kind of pink.
Yeah, the best time to catch it is like right away.
Yeah.
Like with the post-op clients that we have, I know that a lot of regular post-op services, like you want to wait 6 weeks for like radio frequency, fat cavitation and anything, because you want to wait till the scarring finishes first, till it's all the way healed. With frequency-specific microcurrent, it's opposite. So as soon as you get your drains out, come see us, and then we can heal it while the scars are forming, and then there's like literally no scars. If you wait till afterwards, we can definitely still help you. I mean, we have people that have like 10, 20-year-old tummy tucks that we're still snatching up and polishing and helping look better than they ever were. But definitely, if you know about us before, book that appointment within like, 72 hours to a week. And,
nice.
We'll have like, you'll never be able to tell. You won't tell anyone either.
Nice.
Okay, so now which one should we do first? I think we should do the microcurrent first.
That was an intense massage on the face. I liked it, but it was intense. Woo!
Oh yeah, we like reorganize your face here. We just get rid of
all
all
a little
this stuff.
spicy.
Just this one's spicy.
Yeah. Woo! It's electrical.
It's electric. Yeah, that one works great with the electric. Now we're gonna put some gold on, some 24 karat gold. If you're new here, we love to use gold because of the electricity. So when you're using it with electricity, it really like just supercharges everything. Without the electricity, it's nice. It'll give you a good glow. But with the electricity, it's like, it's worth like 10 times more. So we
That's
love
spicy.
the food. Yeah.
Spicy, spicy.
So now we're using Evian. I just love the way this mists.
It feels good.
I like the mist, like, for the skin, like, better than I like their drinking water.
How fun.
We're gonna get a different size tweezable. So tell them where your office in Carmel is.
I'm at 2000 East 116th Street, Suite 102. I'm in the Winslow Medical District, or Medical Center. Mm. This is a little spicy, but it feels good.
Yeah, it's looking amazing.
Yay.
Just with my magic hands. We haven't even put the magic wands on it, but we're about to.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's right over by the Neiman's Harvest Market, one of my favorite grocery stores.
Oh, what's your favorite item at that grocery store?
Oof. That one's hard. Surprisingly, I found a lot of really great skincare there.
Really?
Yeah, I get a lot of powders that I mix into my own skincare too. I had a client that got the MCAS from Botox, the mast
Ooh, oh
cell
no.
activation, so she was allergic to like literally everything.
Oh, I've heard that is really gnarly.
She thought it was just allergic to acrylic, but after like many, many tests, they finally figured out it was like from getting Botox. And so now she's finally on like a detox program for that and stuff. But she was allergic to polyacrylates, which is in like almost every single eye cream, especially they're in all of the medical skincare products. And it was in my eye care, because I give them the ingredients and then they put the preservatives in there, which is supposed to be really healthy, which it is. Most people aren't allergic to acrylic or they wouldn't get nails done. But so I was looking for months for an eye cream and just different eye things, because that was like the one area she really needed help with. Everything else we snatched. And probably 3 or 4 months. And then I was at the grocery store getting like moringa and grapeseed oil and just a bunch of stuff that I mix in my own custom blends. And something told me to go check their skincare. And I found Acure, Acure.
Yeah.
And all of their eye stuff was like super clean. I found Derma E, which I've always loved Derma E forever.
They used to sell that, I think, at Whole Foods. I don't know if they
sell
it.
They do.
But Whole Foods is so expensive now. Like, I think it's...
This was like Neiman's Harvest Market. But one of my clients did tell me that they sell it at Whole Foods. But anything that's like, if you find something good and clean and you can get it last minute from like a regular place, I just love to know what those little tips and tricks are. And the Derma E has been around forever. They sell that in all kinds of different health food stores. And they have a one with like copper peptides in it.
Oh, nice.
So anytime we're using electricity with like metals or crystals, then it like supercharges it. So both of those didn't have any polyacrylates. I was so excited. I really like their little cafeteria area. If I can get off work in time, they have a lot of good food. It's like pre-made.
Yeah, their chicken. What is it? It's like a chicken ranch parmesan. It's pre-made, but it's really yummy.
All their pre-made stuff is like, they make it that day. It's so good.
It's really, really good. So you can just make that and then make a vegetable and a salad if you have a romantic dinner.
I like their produce section. They've got a lot of interesting fruits.
Yeah, a lot of it's local, I think, right?
They have a lot of local stuff, but then also they have like the best yogurt I've ever had. It's like a Bulgarian yogurt. It makes like the best tzatziki sauce. Like, they've got a lot of like local, and they'll even tell you like this came from this farm in Spencer, Indiana, or wherever. So that's fun. I've gotten morels there before.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the spot if you want like the little rare things. They always have something. Like, we got some Empress plums. I got some of those the other day.
Morels are probably seasonal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Only in...
But you can get lion's mane mushroom there. You can get like every color of the oyster mushroom, the bright yellow, the pink.
Yum.
Fresh Market is also really good, and nobody beats the cheese section at Kroger though. That Murray's cheese.
Oh, really?
They've got the best cheese section.
I go to Fresh Market for cheese too. They have a truffle brie that's.
Yeah, I love that one. I love Fresh Market. On Thursdays they have, what is it? $5 shrimp cocktail, and literally the shrimp is better quality than 1933's. Like they're like twice as big.
Yeah. Good to know.
I know this time of day we talk about food because dinner. I'm making my big salad for the week today. Did you already eat today? Or you're not even hungry?
I'm not. I had a little snack, but I'm not that hungry since our last treatment. I'm like, meh.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's so important when you work on other people, like especially with like Reiki, energy healing. Anytime you're touching people, like sometimes you can pick up off their energy, and you're like, man, why did I just get like fluffy all of a sudden? And it's like the energy that like carries weight. So I know I do a lot of energy healing on people, like combined with the flux. Like the flux, obviously, she saw instant results from, but just releasing other people's like ick from you. I try to do better at being like, is this mine or is this like somebody else's? And that's honestly why I learned Reiki to begin with, was just to like clear my own energy when I was working on other people. But I don't do it enough.
Ooh, spicy.
I always do better.
Yeah, I liked the treatment. That was, I really got a lot off of that. Oh.
Spray. It's a 5D experience here at Ella Bardo Esthetics Wellness. So we're going to start off working on the lymphs over here. This is also a frequency to stimulate weight loss and help with like lymphedema. Each frequency does a lot of different things.
Is this the Rife as well?
Yeah, so this is microcurrent with Rife.
Ooh.
So you get like crazy more results. So anytime you use microcurrent, you're increasing collagen production by 22%, as long as it's a good one. Elastin production by 48%, doubling the length of the elastin fibers, which collagen's like a big like pop word right now, which is so important, but what it actually, makes your skin not look loose is the elastin. So it's important.
Can you do this on legs too? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, we do this on all the skin.
Like the top of my legs.
Yeah. Above the knees and stuff. And like it helps to get rid of scar tissue. So we've got other ones. So I have a lot of injuries from doing martial arts and stuff. So I've gotten a lot of scar tissue out of my joints over the last 3 years. That's actually how I broke my jade machine at home. I was like fixing up my legs. I was walking a lot. Doing my leg. I worked like just on my left leg from like 2 inches above the knee down through the foot. I worked on it for like 2 hours. And then I was like, okay, time to hydrate, take a bath. And then I was going to work on the other one. And I stepped into the cords and knocked it on its face. I'm so sad. It's being fixed right now though. It arrived safe. I never knew how much I missed it. It's never leaving the side of my bed again, I'm telling you. I was like, I did have one in each of the rooms here, but then we just made the couples room a couples flux room only. Because once I took it home to help my dog Coco heal, and to heal our little street dog Lucky. And then I was like, yeah, this is staying at home now. This is my home toy. And you see, if you guys follow along on the live streams, like you see, that's where I do a lot from home. So I just love being able to like sit in the bed. I teach a lot of people from there. The jade. Just love it. I've got an entire little spa by my bed. I need to bring my other vacuum cupping machine home because I don't have employees anymore, and I have one that's just sitting here. Then we'll really have an entire spa at the house. I've got all the chakra bowls both places. got all the things. So when is a good time to come check out your office?
You want to come by on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll look at the calendar.
Yeah, that would be great.
So I want to do the next one, not after you understand. It'll probably be better because you can sleep on it. I'll tell you the different frequencies. and I'll take a picture of the chart so you can kind of look at it and get an idea. Because there's like a little easy like cheat sheet chart for all like the colors and the frequencies. So
Okay.
yeah, well, and then I want to, so if we could do one of those here with that, but then I want to go show everybody like your office and everything.
Okay. Oh, lovely.
Maybe we can do a little live because that's my favorite new like cafe. So cute. Their little coffee shop in there.
At Neiman's.
Neiman's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe we can grab a coffee, chat on the live stream, show you that way I can show you guys how easy it is to walk over there. It's literally right off of like Keystone and 116th.
They have all sorts of stuff in that building, like plastic surgery on the upper level, and then lashes, dental, all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people who, especially people who are like new to town. That's like the spot. I know like doctors of physical therapy and all kinds of people who. I think it's a building that's pretty good luck. All the people I know who are in it, like are doing better than they were when they started there.
I had an office just for a few months, like more remotely, and this one is like, it's just so centrally located and easy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Easy to find around everything.
Parking lot.
Nice parking lot. You can run over to the grocery store. You can go to the post office.
Oh yeah, the post office is right there.
It's right there. The B&B is right there.
That's like the fastest B&B I've ever been into.
Oh my god, it's the best.
It's insane. I renewed my plates in like a minute and 37 seconds.
God. I did the same thing. I was like, that was the best B&B experience of my life.
I never thought I would like say that with such joy, but like, if you've had like negative experiences, like I think a lot of us have, you're just like, I can't believe that was so easy.
I lived in Chicago for 20 years and it was
had to be
horrible. And it was like sadly, I mean, they shut down a lot of the B&Bs in Chicago, and you'd have to go out to the suburbs, and there would be like 2,000 people there. Half of them, like it was like other languages. It was just crazy, and whatever you brought, you didn't bring. Like they wanted everything, and it was just.
We need a blood sample.
Yeah, they're like, it was awful. People would always come up to me every time I went. They would be like, I would have a Polish man that would be like, do you speak Polish? Can you help me fill out this form? And I'd be like, I don't speak Polish.
Oh, I can see that. You kind of look Polish. Yeah, you could pass for that.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I don't speak Polish.
No Russian people.
Some
Russians. I was like, I can see Russians.
Russian, Polish. Yeah, all kinds now, I'm sure. But, in Chicago, you have to do, you have to do a vehicle emissions test. So every year you have to... Every year you have to pull your car into a garage, and they have to check your vehicle emissions. And if there is the slightest thing wrong with your car, like people were getting their catalytic converters stolen, and so they wouldn't, you don't pass your vehicle emissions test, and it's like thousands of dollars to get it fixed, just so to get your plates.
So they can steal it again. They stole it once, like,
yeah.
I feel like that's something that's kind of like the odds are like getting hit by lightning. If you've had it happen once, it'll probably happen again.
If you have to park your car outside, then they'll go into a neighborhood and take the catalytic converter off all the cars.
Oh yeah, they do it like chop all at once.
It's like thousands of dollars, yeah, and it's yep.
I know when I lived on the south side of Indy, I just saw a meme the other day. It was like the old man from The Simpsons, the grandpa, and he was like, "Yeah,
grandpa."
Yeah, he was like, "In my day, it was popular to hide your radio face so it wouldn't get stolen." And he like remember the radios
Oh,
and like it would like clip on.
Yes, I totally remember that. Yes.
And he had a picture of like so back in the day, kids like
in the 90s.
In I mean, this was in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh, really?
When
Okay.
90s, 2000s. So like I think I started driving in 2004 maybe. So we had the front of your stereo would clip on, and then you could take it off so people wouldn't think you have a stereo, and then they wouldn't break into your car. I still be living on the south side from like 17 to 19. Even with that flap thing, they still broke into my car and stole my radio twice. Without even the top. Like the top was in my purse, like at work or at school. At school the first time that I worked.
Oh, that sucks.
And they still stole it.
That sucks. Because it's so expensive to get your window repaired. Oh,
I don't know how they broke into it. They just broke into it. They didn't break any. The second time they did break a window. And one of my sweet friends who was worked at the same restaurant I did, he like loaned me money to like fix it. It was so sweet.
That's
yeah. The first time, honestly, I thought he was they were like, I just got a note and they're like, hey, you need to meet like the school officer in the parking lot. And I'm like, shit, they found weed in my car. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
And so I was like trying to play it cool. I remember walking like down the long hallway to like the parking lot. It felt like the Green Mile. I'm like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? So when I saw him, I was like, acting confused and be like, did somebody break into my car? And he was like, yeah, they got your radio. So at first I was like, yes, and then like, oh, all right, well, it wasn't the worst possible situation.
Oh yeah. Because when you're that age, the most valuable thing in your car is the radio.
Oh yeah.
Like I had a Volkswagen Bug, and it was like my radio was more expensive than my whole car.
Probably, yeah.
It totally was.
Yeah.
It totally was. Like
that was the times of the giant speakers too. I didn't have the giant speakers, but I had like a minivan, an Astro, so I had made curtains for it. I had like glow in the dark stars.
Wow.
It was like bright blue. It was like such a hippie van.
That sounds fun.
It was so fun.
Wow. Woo. She's breaking stuff up. The lymph. Is it bad?
Yeah, that collarbone is popping. Yeah, a little bit. See how it looks a little, almost like cellulite over the collarbone.
Oh, well.
So that's, it's normal if you're
I've got fat collarbones.
Well, it's toxins. It's not fat. So this is like, you can't work that off, but we can with the jade.
Oh, like, ooh. Oh, that feels good though. Right on. This is your Renmai channel. Yeah, it's the front. It's like all along the middle of the body. Do you remember? Did they use that in martial arts? The Renmai and the Dumai channel.
No,
it's like it all starts in your perineum, and it's like it creates like a circle.
We did for like making chi. Mm-hmm. Like we would make chi and ground ourselves. And honestly, that's how I would break a lot of people's bones. Like they'd come at me and they'd be bigger, and I would just root myself into the ground and then just move a little bit at the same time they were coming at me and like snap.
Wow.
Like I would be very little force. You know what I mean? Like using as least force necessary and like letting them break themselves on your bones. Like I didn't even touch them.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Should have told her shift me.
Wow.
And like making chi balls. It was so crazy because I didn't learn what Reiki was. We always just did energy healing with like the martial arts. We'd make the chi balls and do the thing. You know what I mean? We'd make the chi balls and we put it over the area. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until like, dude, I had my spa for 4 or 5 years and they had a big hurricane in Miami and a bunch of my friends came up to see me and hang out. And one of the girls was like a Reiki master. I was like, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that. I had told some of my massage therapist friends when they like got weird about the law here, because you didn't used to have a massage therapy license, but then the board came, so I was like, maybe do Reiki if they'd been doing it for a while to get grandfathered in or whatever.
Right.
But it wasn't until I was like, yeah, what exactly is that? And she was like, oh, well, you can, heal things. I was like, oh, like a chi ball. I was like, no way. Me and my little sisters have been doing that for years. I mean, it's all similar energy, just different names.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, in Chinese medicine, we did that. And then, like, you would meditate and cultivate qi and tai chi and qigong, but you're doing a breathing technique where you're breathing along the midline of your body, gathering qi or a qi ball, like, and you would hold it by the perineum and then breathe out along the spine. and along the upper, like the back of the body, and that's the Dumai. And that's the whole concept behind like a microcosmic orbit. But then if you have sex with like like your life partner, you're creating, or like love partner, it's a macrocosmic orbit where you're connecting the Renmai Dumai, you're connecting your circles. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's why you have to be so careful with like who you share your sexual energy with, especially with like if, like I can't ever. I grew up Mormon, but I could never get into like the polyamory, polygamy, anything like that, because it's like even if you're only having sex with one person, if that one's having sex with 17 people, you're having sex with all those people. You don't even have to know them.
Good way to have STD.
STD, but there's like there's
energetically
transmitted diseases, but yeah, you could be clear from that. But then you've got the spiritually transmitted diseases. Now you're all sharing demons together.
Yep. Ugh. Yeah, and that's what they like. That's what they like.
That.
They definitely like that. I had to have a lot of that stuff cleared.
That's cool. Did you do like Reiki, or like it's always more than one thing? What all?
I did a bunch of stuff.
What were all the things, or anything notable that helped with that?
Reiki. I went to a Qigong energy clearer. I did craniosacral therapy, holotropic breathwork.
What's the holotropic breathwork? That's a new thing.
That's like where you go into a room and you clear energy with a bunch of other. I mean, you're separate, but it's like almost like a birthing process. Okay. Where you're like hyperventilating and then.
Okay, I've done that before. I took my sister for that for some like trauma thing. It was a huge like breathing thing. This guy was like real popular. He's like, when was it? Maybe like 2 years ago. But there was like over 200 people there.
Oh wow!
And then you're like laying on mats, and then you go through this guided thing, and then people are screaming, and then but everybody knows you're like there to scream the demons out.
Or even like gong baths, and I don't know.
Oh, those are
maybe I still have some. I don't think I have anything right now. I think I'm pretty clear.
That's good.
I think I'm pretty clear for now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, that's weird. That's
the tightness, and also the toxins that surround the nasolabial fold.
Yeah, I've had some allergies, so I've broken my nose a few times.
No way.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, well,
how does it feel? Because it looks perfect.
Thank you.
I've complimented on you probably like 27 times.
You're so sweet. I broke it when I was 3 years old, and then I've had I broke it twice.
Did they ever do any surgeries?
Yeah,
on it to reconstruct it? Okay.
Yeah, because I broke it like 3 times. Yeah,
because it looks great from the outside. Do you have any problems on the inside?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't have any problems on the inside necessarily. No. Whew.
We're clearing out some demons from her face. She thought they were all gone, but we found some today.
Great.
Giving her a little exorcism. Get out of her collarbone. Get out of her cheek.
We need a young priest and an old priest. Ow. Woo.
I was talking to my mom about this. Over the last 18 months, I would say, maybe 2 years, I've had so much people with a lot more congestion, nodules, tightness buildup, specifically on the left side of the face.
Left side.
And I'm like, that is so interesting. And my mom's a dental hygienist, and I asked her if she's noticed the same thing. She's done it for like 27 years or something like that. And she said, yeah, over the last, she's been noticing over the last couple years. Do you know why that is? And these are people, I have TMJ clenching. Mine is on the left side anyway. But these are people I've been working on for years. And all of a sudden, every time I see them once a month, there's stress and whatever on that left side.
I don't know. It's actually more of your yin side.
Okay.
Your left side is more of your yin side. Or it could be it could be that people, when they get vaccinated, they are vaccinated in their left
I know
arm.
these are people who aren't vaccinated.
I'm not vaccinated either.
Yeah. So these are people who are like very, very super holistic. You know, a couple of them might be watching right now because they're like, I want to be your acupuncturist. So
Yeah, I don't know why
if it's coming up. It's probably, you guys probably are high, but you can watch us from the trees. You don't have to make yourself seen. So that's what I love about YouTube. Anybody can watch it. You don't have to have an account. You can go watch it later if you want. It is fun to do the lives with you guys because I like it when you ask questions and stuff. Yo, you have a cousin that looks like her? Pretty cousin.
You have a cousin that looks like me?
Yeah. It's not her. She's the East Coast version. East Coast Midwest version. Now, what other places did you say you were licensed in? You said Cincinnati, Florida, because we're both empty Florida.
Yeah,
right?
I'm licensed in Florida, Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. I've got 5 state license.
Nice.
Yeah, like.
Do you have to retest for those, or are they just adopt them over after so many years?
No, you don't have to retest,
thank God.
but you have to have. You have to. All of those states require CEUs.
Okay.
So continuing education units, but you can do those 60 hours and use them for multiple states.
Okay, cool.
Except for like Illinois, they want, you have to do like,
they want every last dime.
They want you to take special classes to like, basically no sexual harassment. And
cool.
No, don't be a racist and don't sleep with your patients.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, and then Florida is different in that you have to, they want you to don't burn your patients. So you have to take special classes for that, and then
how would you burn your patients? Like what other kind of things do you do with the
TDP lamps, hydrocollator? People don't use
tell them
those.
What that is.
A TDP lamp is like a heat lamp that you would put over an area, and that's like.
Is that the same as like near infrared, or is it something different?
Yeah, it's kind of like an infrared lamp. But and then back when people were using hydrocollator packs, those are the packs that were in like hot water, and you would put towels around it. There was a bigger possibility of burning your patient. So and then you also had to. There was a lot of bloodborne pathogen stuff in Florida.
I do that every year for my Florida license.
Yeah,
that's
Florida
the only continued education that we have. It's the same thing like every year.
Like, yeah, basically be careful that you don't give someone some kind of
I didn't even
hepatitis
do microneedle or anything when I was down there. I don't even think I did like an acne facial when I was there.
Well, Florida, you can practice with a medical director, so your scope of practice is a little.
I just didn't want to be a blood like they've got like they're like number 3 on like the STD chart, so I was like, I'm cool. We get plenty of results without having to deal with blood. Indiana is a lot less risky, so I was like, I get it. I'm plenty busy without doing the microneedling there.
Yeah, I can do microneedling in Indiana, by the way.
Oh, you can do anything with needles, right?
Yeah.
What all can you do with needles and what can't? You do a lot of injections, but it's more herbal, right?
I can't do injections in Indiana. Indiana doesn't recognize
not the herbal ones.
Not the herbal injections, okay. But I can do microneedling and like nano needling, and then of course acupuncture and all that good stuff. So, oof.
So what kind of herbal injections can you do? And that you said Florida is one that
you can use like you can do homeopathic injections.
Now, what kind of homeopathic injections are like common? What would
Tromulin, that's one that they use for pain relief.
Okay.
That one's the most common. And then like
is that
Tromul.
A bunch of herbs mixed together?
No, it's a homeopathic, which is the vibration of an herbal injection. So it's basically water.
Oh, so it's like frequencies.
Cool.
You can do that with these specific frequencies. We've done it with carrier oils with these too.
Oh, wow.
So I have a machine that's specifically a Rife machine at home. So it has like over 60,000.
This is in my eye.
It has over like 60,000 different presets.
Whee!
This one works for
Oh, it's hot.
this one has not that many. This one's easier to use than the Rife machine at home.
Ah,
But that one you can put
thank you.
you can put your nails in it. You can put a little vial of blood in it.
Oh, wow.
You can run a scaler through it and take the specific frequency of a specific medication, like it can be a
Ooh.
pharmaceutical,
Wow.
and it'll just run the active parts of the frequency through that.
Wow.
And I was in like a class for this, and like after that I was like, oh my gosh, I know how to do this with the jade machine, and it's gonna be so easier. I couldn't even focus on the rest of the thing. I was like taking notes, but my brain was like, I can't wait to go try this on my oils.
Oh, wow.
So one of the homeopathic ones that's popular is probably blue and orange are the best ones with this machine. And we usually just use like a grapeseed oil. I usually just do oils.
Okay.
Orange is for like cellulite, it's for boobs, it's for lipedema, pathological calcification. And it works great when people are using it like with their dry brush or their gua sha and stuff. And the
Ooh.
other really popular one is blue, because blue helps with acne, it helps with baldness,
Ooh.
and helps with inflammation, helps with pain. So those are probably the most popular ones between the two.
Wow.
That one, and then scar tissue. So scar tissue is either violet or turquoise. It depends on the scar tissue. So
Wow.
if the scar tissue is accompanied by a lot of like lymph stasis, which often it is because that scar tissue will block the flow of the lymph, then we'll do turquoise. But if it's just like a surface scar tissue that's not going all the way through, then we'll use violet because that one helps more with skin. So it's so fun. I have the Rife machine at home. I gotta reprogram it and stuff. This one I get much faster results with because it's the Rife plus the microcurrent. So, but I have run that one on specific frequencies, like even for like my dog's kidneys and clearing chakras and this and that. The only thing is you have to run it on like a Windows computer, and it has to be like the only program on there. So it is getting more popular. So I'm looking forward them to like upgrade the technology and maybe make it a little easier to use. But I know people who like that's their entire business. So, like they've got like the plasma ray, they're over there curing cancer and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wow.
It's still just a toy for me to play with my friends. Like Portia here, who understand the things. I'm like, let's play with this.
Yay! Who? Your friends who are doing stuff with cancer? Are they in Indiana or
No,
mostly in Florida?
no. One of them was in Indiana. I think he moved to like either the Ozarks or Arizona. I'll have to ask my friend Marisol because she has a Rife machine. She has the same Spooky 2 machine. The cool thing about the Spooky 2 is if like you understand like electronics at all, you know what I mean, and how the frequencies work like I do. That's why how we made the flux machine was being able to understand everything that came with the jade machine. That's how I was able to come up with the formula to make the flux. It was like the missing piece. They could do so much with the jade and like the education that comes with it.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of little gadgets that I work on with my other friends that are holistic and like to invent health things that we can do with the Rife when we mix it in with other things. But it's all real ghetto right now. You won't see that for a while. It's all still in like the laboratory. It looks it does amazing things. We've got some that like clear parasites and it's like little zappers and stuff, but you know, nothing that's ready to legally share with you.
How cool.
Yeah, the other thing with the Spooky is I just got like a beginner's kit. I really didn't understand it so much. And with the beginner's kit, it's got 2 different reservoirs where you can put the DNA, but somebody can mail you their blood in a tiny vial or their fingernail clippings from Australia, and it can send, that's why it's called Spooky from Einstein. Talking about how things move through the ethers the same way we have like Wi-Fi today. Literally the same things. It was just definitely a lot weirder then. But each individual, why can't I think of the name of it? We'll call it like generator. Each individual generator can only holds one piece of DNA and will only fix one thing, can only run one frequency. But you can get a generator for a little bit more, but you can run unlimited frequencies on that generator, and you can literally take it with you anywhere you go. So after playing with it for many years, I wish I would have got that one instead, just to like play on myself. It is good to, you know, especially when you're doing like the science of, you know, ruling stuff out, to do like one at a time, see what's working, see what's not. But definitely want another of those generators. It also has a biofeedback on it.
Ooh, I don't do any of it. Do you do biofeedback?
No, but we can take the class on that sometime. I have the education and I have the biofeedback.
Yeah, I would like to learn how to do that, and that would be.
Most people come in, they already have a general idea of like what's wrong with them, or by using the frequencies on here, similar to like Ayurveda and stuff, I can be like, oh, well, something is there. What does that go to? This is that, and we can kind of clear it out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So when you bought this machine, did you finance it, or can I ask you that?
No, I just saved up for it.
You saved up for it, okay. Ooh, are you a good saver?
No. I saved up for it, and then I actually got into a car accident a couple years before and broke my foot. And I got the second half of like the payment for it when I got my check from this lady hitting me with a car.
Oh.
Or hitting me in a car with her car. So sometimes bad things happen, and it, you know, ends up turning into something good. You just always gotta keep your mind on that, like that you're just being redirected to something even better, even when it seems crazy in the moment.
You know, that happened to me. I bought that red light therapy machine, and it was like very expensive. They sent it to me. I couldn't get it to work, and I was like, what the flip? Like, you know, so, you know, you call them, they send you something, you know, they ended up sending me something else. And so I had the old machine in my office, and intuitively I was like, man, I just think there's something small wrong with this. Like something's
like
not.
A wire is not connected or something.
Yes, something's not connected. And so they sent me a brand new one, and so I had another machine. One of my patients, I was like, could you take a look at this and see if maybe you could figure out.
Were they an electrician, or like what gave you the confidence that he could figure it out?
Well, his wife, I treat his wife and I treat him, and he's like a musician tinkerer, and
okay, cool.
And so I thought, you know what? I mean, it's worth nothing to me right now. I called an electrician, and they wouldn't even
look at it because you do that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
They wouldn't even look at it. They're like, no, we won't do this. He freaking took it home, took it apart, and he's like, oh, this thing wasn't plugged in. Plugged it in, and now it works. I got an additional red light therapy.
I love it.
It's a $3,000 machine. I got it free.
That's amazing.
But it was a pain in the ass for like a month when I couldn't get it to work. And I thought it was me. I'm like, oh, I'm having a blonde moment. Maybe there's something. No, it just was wrong.
I thought that I think it was this machine. Or no, that's the newest one. I thought one of my older machines was broken. And so how the Jade teaches it, because they're doctors. They're just teaching to like do specific things, and they want to show like you can really get such amazing results in just 30 minutes, right? I'm an esthetician and I'm an artist, so I'm obsessed. So like, I'll work on this face for 2 hours. We can keep seeing a difference, you know? So to make it simple, they have an option on here where it's like 1 minute, 3 minutes, based on where you're just sitting under pretty much a wet towel, and the frequency is like going through you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just keep it on infinity, and I see a lot of different results where instead of just doing a wet paper towel, we double wrap it with hot wet towels or cold wet towels, depending on what we're focusing on, and then everywhere gets that frequency for a lot longer. And it's crazy just like laying under the towels and letting the machine do its thing, especially on people who've just got like loose skin but no cellulite, like say they're super fit but they just got a lot of sun damage. Absolutely amazing. I just like lay them on the biomat, lay them on the towel, they come back, and it's like, it's tight. And that's going to work on any of the frequencies. But the other cool things, when you know like the holistic side of it, like we do, is like, you know, say we're tightening the tummy, we can put it on a specific frequency that it's going to, you know, encourage the health and wellness of like the uterus and gonads. So I use that frequency often if I'm having PCOS stuff. My supplements have been working really good for me though. So the eclipse always mess up my cycle, so better show up soon. But
Yeah.
I'm not like really chubby or anything. I'm not having any and I would always get migraines around period time. I mean, if you're a client of mine, you know, I've often had to be like, hey, sorry, you get a free appointment today. Like, I'm dying. Like, so I'm so excited that we haven't had one yet since we got my first acupuncture treatment for the migraines. So amazing. For me, it's whatever this liver meridian, kidney meridian here, this special, and then down this side
Gallbladder.
is all tight.
Yeah, this is like gallbladder.
Because even when I'll break out, it'll be like around here. I can feel the tightness in the back of my TMJ is on the inside along that line. It's the inside of my mouth that's clenching, not necessarily like my teeth.
Huh, it might be like, it sounds like it's like stomach and like gallbladder digestive problem.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta find that video the first time or it wasn't the first time. We did a little series of dry needling with Dr. Murphy. He's a physical therapist, but he takes a little bit of an acupuncturist like twist on it. Like he literally twists it in and twists it out, which a lot of dry needling, they just stick it in, stick it out. And he leaves it in for a little bit. I definitely felt more results from dry needling when they did that versus just the sticking in, sticking out thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were looking and comparing we would nerd out and compare like the acupuncture lines and meridians versus like in dry needling they follow the nerve paths and how they like really pretty much mirror each other.
Oh, interesting.
And then he lit up this one side of my face with like all these needles like following this nerve path where everything clenches. So I'll have to find that video for you. So yeah, because it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts are on that.
Interesting.
It did help, but I was like, just put as many needles as you need, just make it stop.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Interesting.
The same thing with the line that I always have come in, it comes right there. It's all on that. So looking at that stuff is where I was finally like, I was like, dude, I know this is like some kind of meridian thing. It's a meridian thing, but then specifically like on the left, on like the yin side.
Mm.
So I've done like more yin yoga over the years since I found that, figured that out, and
Mm-hmm.
the blue frequency for the face, pain, acne, that kind of stuff. You want the bed to go down a little bit?
I might have you, it's not on.
Oh, it's not on. Okay.
Right. I was just, yeah.
No, you could have been sweating the whole time.
No, it wasn't on. I'm
Okay.
like, yay. Last time I was like sweating, but I
I
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like, definitely.
You like infrared saunas and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah. I like hot yoga.
Yeah, you gotta come to the Hot Works with me. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because usually I'll go do some like, I'll do like one of like the recumbent bike maybe for like 20-30 minutes with a friend, and then we'll go into our own saunas and do our own things, and it's like we're hanging out together but in different rooms.
Where do you go?
Hot Works.
Hot Works. Okay.
Yeah, it's 24/7. I freaking love it. And the saunas are big enough to work out in. Once I saw that, like my sauna was kind of broke anyway. It was only going to be like maybe $500 to fix, but I was like, saunas you can work out in. And I had a big sauna, like you could fit 4 people in it.
Ooh.
And I was like, never mind, I'll just work out here. Then lockdown happened and you couldn't even go to Hot Works. And I was like, oh my gosh. Then I got Rona. And I was like, man, if I had my sauna right now, this would probably go away a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Because with that sauna, anytime I was sick before, I would just go in and I'd like drink as much water as I could and just sit in the sauna for like 2 hours, and then I'd sleep the next day and I'd be all better.
Yeah, I love it. I want to buy a sauna.
Girl, if you have room for it, get one. I don't have room for it, not here or my house, or I would get one just for at home. And those little bag tent ones don't do the same. It needs to be like the cedar one.
Yeah.
Now they have really nice ones if you have the space for it. They're only like $2,500-$3,500, and it blows the Himalayan salt in there, so it's like a salt cave, and it has a giant, really powerful near-infrared light inside of it. Like obviously you have to sit right in front of it because you got to be like 3 inches away for it to.
Yeah, I want to. When I buy my house, that's the first thing I'm gonna get is a sauna.
That and then a water filtration system.
Yes. Yeah, what are the best water filtration systems?
There's so many now that I would love to, that would be a great thing. Because my dad actually used to sell water softeners when they were first coming out. I went on like sales trips with them, and we would test people's water and stuff. It was crazy. But I'm not familiar with. I'm sure there's even cooler things now. I have a water one that I had in my laboratory at my spa, and it will split the frequencies of the water. So I could make like one side of the water like a 2.5, and the other side of the water was 10.5 or 11.5, whatever. So one would be alkaline, would be amazing to drink, and then it would take the other side, and like the acidic water you can use as like a cleanser for your face. You can clean, you know, all kinds of different stuff because it's like water, but it's acidic. It's really cool. I need to get a new filter for that and hook that one up at my house. But I want like one like for the house. So now I was just hearing that there's ones that will split the house water with just electricity. Because the old water softeners they would do with salt and resin. And whatever the new one, my friend just got one put in, I'll have to ask them. Because they're like, yeah, just, you don't use salt. So it's like, won't kill your hair or your plants. Because when we would water my plants as a kid, we'd have to go shut the water softener off and then turn it back on, or it would like salt the plants and kill them.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, all of Carmel's water is
so hard. It's like 10 out of 10 for hardness.
But they do have it is softened. They soften the water a little bit.
I got a filter, and I grew up with the water softeners. I got like a filter you can put in your shower head called Jolie or something.
Oh, nice.
And I had a friend staying with me at the time, and literally we put it in, and I was like, I didn't know water could be that soft. I was like, we were literally like getting pelted with water and sand like mixed together.
Yeah.
I gotta change my filter. I haven't had the same one in forever.
Ooh. Mm. I didn't know what we were doing today. I thought we were.
Both of us thought we were doing totally different. I knew we were definitely doing the face. I've been excited about it like all weekend.
Yeah, like we're doing. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I was like, yeah, okay.
Whatever you do here, you're gonna look and feel amazing afterwards.
I know. That's why I'm like, okay.
I'm so overdue for my face. I don't even know what to do with myself. Like every time I look over and my jade machine's not beside my bed, I'm just like sad and I want to go back to sleep. I'm like,
Aww.
I'm gonna have to go all the way back to work on myself.
I can give you a facial in my office, and you can see what I do.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll do the live stream of that too.
Yeah, if you'd like, that would be. I do acupuncture, kind of layering, but yeah, so
yeah, fun. Yeah, so it's like an acupuncture focused facial. Is that a good way to describe it?
Acupuncture, red light therapy, microneedling, and then lift all in one.
Okay, yeah, so let's try that one next at your place.
Okay.
With the regular acupuncture thing, and I won't bring the machine because that way we're just showing like what you do. Okay. And then the next time, I do want to have you hook the acupuncture. Then we'll have to do when you do your next flux session. Just come in just for like a regular appointment for that. We won't live stream that. Okay. And then you can do the acupuncture on me and then hook it to the jade machine.
Oh yeah, that would be
cool.
Fun.
So those will be the next 2 episodes, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. It's so fun when I get to collaborate with other practitioners and different things like that, but I used to try to plan the next 3 episodes, and I was like, the best thing is to just go with it and see what happens, especially the healers that I bring on here are some of the best in the world. We're very powerful and our energy gets together, so sometimes, especially the first time, it can be a lot, you never know what's gonna be called. Yeah, okay, I think we're just gonna do this, but we're gonna do this instead.
Yeah, it just goes in a different.
So this is generally where we might go with it. But then once we're in the mix of it, and sometimes I've burnt myself out because I'm trying to fit in what should be 5 episodes in one time, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's too much. It's good to be able to process and see what you're feeling in between too, so we can share. And being autistic, I'm obsessed with the scientific method. So I was like, okay, how can we show this pure before we from both and explain it well from both sides before we start, you know, having fun mixing things together and playing around. If you want to, all you gotta do is book online. Book online, darling. Back to back.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I want to do an event together with the IV girls, with you.
Ooh.
There's another chick who does like blood microscopy.
Ooh.
And
is she here in Indiana?
Yeah, she's north of here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was a girl who was like, I was talking to about allergies, but she really didn't seem that like excited about collaborating. So I was like, okay, never mind.
I go to Restore for like IVs, but I would be open to another person.
They're brand new, and they actually, because I went to stores too, they're the only ones who are like mobile, like same day. Because we have YouTubes with Vitality IV Bar. I have had a membership there, and I do have a YouTube where we went and talked to the owner, Kaya, there. I've loved their stuff forever. That's definitely my favorite place that I go to here. Like, I have rolling veins and stuff, and
where are they located?
Huh?
Where are they?
They have one on Mass Ave, and the one I usually go to is in Broad Ripple.
Oh.
And they have the Mick Plus shot, which a lot of injection places didn't. I tried another one when they moved up here because it's closer. And I told the girl, I'm like, look, I have rolling veins, and I hate it when they just ignore you. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm like, okay, if you stick this in my arm and then try to dig for it, I'm just gonna rip it out and I'm gonna leave. And I'm not gonna want to try it again. And I was ready because they were so close. I was like, dude, I'll get a membership. I'll switch my membership up here. It's closer. And she was just like, oopsie. And I was like, oh my gosh, it took everything in me to like not rip it out and like stick her back with it. I'm like, I'm gonna. So I was like, okay, I'll just get a Mick Plus and a vitamin D shot. Well, the Mick Plus they usually stick in my arm. The vitamin D usually goes in the booty. And she decided to stick the Mick Plus shot in my glutes. And she didn't get it all the way through to where it was supposed to. So I literally had a knot of this Mick Plus. So if it's not where it's supposed to, it's not getting to my bloodstream. It's not doing anything. And I had this painful knot in my butt that I had students work on it with the jade. I had my friend Jenny do like the cupping and massage on it and bamboo sticks. And I was doing the foam roller. And it literally took like 6 weeks to finally get that pain out of it. So I was like, I'm never going back there again. And she was just like, ha! I was just like, ha! Oh my gosh. Jesus, take my hands and let me walk out of here without hurting this woman. Like, oh my gosh. So I've never had a problem with the Vitality IV. But if you have to book them like a day ahead of time. So like the companies that I worked with when I first started working with IV companies, it was all in Miami. It's like, you know, call us, we'll be there in an hour or two. So I love that they're mobile, and we're going to start doing like clinic days with them. So like they'll come in and we'll book. So I would love to, you know, have a couple times where you can show up too. We're going to do a live stream because I had a lot of clients that I would do down in Miami and say they'd be partying all night, whatever, you know, the VIP clients. I'd come and bring a couple flux machines and we'd hook them up to the flux while they're hooked up to the IV at the same time. So they're getting snatched from the night before. I sculpt the tired off of their face. And then they're getting the IV to stay hydrated and to rehydrate from the night before. So I won one of the IV treatments. And yeah, would you want to be on that live stream? Could you do acupuncture on me while I'm hooked up to the flux, or would that mess up the energy? Or
I don't know. Let's look at it. Yeah, I would.
So they're gonna do an IV on me, and then I'm gonna be hooked up to the flux. Okay.
I could do. Yeah, it might be. I could do just auricular, which would be acupuncture in your ears.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I could do that while you're. Yeah, we could do it all at the same.
Yeah, and then if you could just put the wet towel and then the frequency on my vagus nerve, like how I did for you for the Reiki.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yay! So I'm super excited. There's some really cool girls. And I always, when I had the bigger spot, I always wanted I had like a big room I was gonna, you know, we did the ionic foot spas and oxygen lounge and massage chairs and I would do like the big sound baths and stuff. But it was really very new to Indiana when I moved back from Miami. So like I'm saying, like this has been like 7 years. It's the first one where you can get an IV that day. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And the girls are just like such a cool vibe. And they offer the Mick Plus. The only other place that, I can't tell you how many injector professionals I've told about like, oh my gosh, you got to have the Mick Plus if you're offering vitamin B, vitamin D, any other kind of, you know, enzymes injections. And some of them even argue with me. They're like, that's not a thing. And I'm like, dude, I've been getting this for years. It is. I know you're a nurse, but, you know, sometimes we don't all know everything, like me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always have people who know more than me about different things on the live stream, and we all get to learn and grow and glow together. I love the Mic Plus, especially when we have people flying in and we're doing a lot of, you know, we're doing flux sessions like twice a day for 4 or 5 days, and they leave, you know, dropping multiple pant sizes. They have this thing in the Mic Plus that they used to use for hepatitis patients to help the liver process fat more safely.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm doing a boot camp on myself, I love to get the Mic Plus for sure. Mic Plus and vitamin D. That's my favorite little. And now these people have what I think you were telling me about, like the NAD. Were you telling me about the NAD injections?
Yeah.
They got the microdoses, so they do that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, my friend was just telling me about that. That's so cool. I mean, I feel amazing just from the supplements that I take. Like, you know, I would try it once, but the supplements I take now are just amazing. And like today, I took a little bit extra because I'm doing a ton of admin. This is the most fun part of my day. Making this beautiful girl even more beautiful. And hanging out with you guys. Learning, growing, and glowing together.
Whew.
Yeah, you know, it's her first time, so I'm working on some impressive results. Sometimes it can be intense. It's like a little workout for your face. But it'll be worth it. The neck looks amazing.
Yay. I have tech neck.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, the sooner that and that's just gonna happen if you're bending over like that. So, and she also, when she had a lot of chunky stuff in here, that's also tech neck. So when it often, and then especially if you have boobs and you wear a bra, it gets stuck on that other side. So we get a little chunkiness on that first Chapman's channel right here. So that's common. That's one area that like, it's hard to work on myself with, but I've done like a lot of live streams and like been just doing my face where I didn't have my chest out. Cause weirdly enough, when you wear these spa wraps, a lot of people get very offended to see your shoulders. Like I could have like 4 inches of cleavage showing and a tiny spaghetti strap, and they don't get offended. But some reason with the spa wrap, people are like, put some clothes on. I'm like, I'm literally like have socks and shoes on. Like, why are you so offended by tube dresses? Oh my goodness. So I don't always do that. I'll just do my face, and then I get carried away, and then I get a bunch of stuff stuck in my neck and my décolletage in the Chapman's channel area, and then I have to end up doing like 3 or 4 sessions here. I'm probably due for that right now. That's probably why I have so much congestion in my neck. I've just been using oil at home.
It feels really good now, but boy, wow, it's like you can really feel.
It's intense.
It's
like,
intense.
I mean, I have a lot of like clients that are rolfers, which is a very intense kind of like energetic massage where you're releasing trauma and stuff, and they've all been like, oh, this is nothing. This is way harder than rolfing. I was like, okay, cool. Because I've always wanted to try that.
I've had rolfing.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it feels like they're massaging your organs and your like they pull up your abdominal muscles, and it's like they're massaging your organs.
I've had people who have done it who are massage people and rolfing, but I don't think it was like, it wasn't how I've imagined it in my mind. So I want to find some. To me, it doesn't count. It doesn't count because it wasn't. I want to find a really good rolfer. Like maybe they were just new to it or something, but it wasn't like life changing like I have heard other people's experiences of.
Painful and life changing. I had it for my birthday in Miami. Like,
ooh, Miami! I bet there's some good ones.
Yeah, she was really good, and she was an excellent massage therapist. I mean, she's excellent.
I mean, that's a long program. It's longer than just regular massage. And I think the only school is out in, like, Colorado or Arizona or something like that?
She is an acupuncturist, and she's been doing body work for, 20 years.
I would love to see how she combines that with rolfing and acupuncture. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's,
how many, did you do more than one session or just one? Or?
I think I did, 2, I might have only done one, actually, because it was so intense and so painful because you're like, oh my god, she's just massaging your pulling your abdomen muscles away from from your organs. It
That's
feels
so
like your
cool.
organs are like, you're like,
rearrange them. I know they're confused.
Intense.
They're mixing it.
It's intense. I probably need it again, but it was intense.
How long ago was it? You think she's still practicing there?
It's like she's in North Carolina now.
Oh, like Asheville?
She's in Shelby, which is in between Asheville and Charlotte.
I love Asheville. I want to do another like road trip to Florida and back, and like I love stopping in Asheville.
That's what I do. Oh my gosh, we're so really similar.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing a road trip.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to stay at my favorite spa resort hotel. This is more of like a transformation center here than a spa.
Not the Biltmore,
like,
right? No.
No. The Omni.
Ooh.
The Omni, they have over 40,000 square feet of grotto. I don't even have to get a massage there. We can go to the Chinese, we'll probably get a better job at the Chinese foot spas. But like, I want to go, and it's like every time, like almost like a Turkish bathhouse, but it's all in the middle. All of the water is like taken from the mountains. So it's like the fanciest hot spring. When you walk from like the hotel to the spa, it's like a 10-minute walk through this giant amethyst vein. It's like uncomparable. I've never. The food is amazing. We just stayed there once by accident because I was like, oh, there's this place. We ended up eating there because the first time I went to Asheville, they were telling us about some kind of inn that was like haunted. So I was like, let's go eat here. And then we went there and I was like, okay, we're staying here for another couple nights at this hotel. We had to keep the dogs in there and everything.
I love Asheville.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool. I love it.
I stayed in an Airbnb that was like, it was so bizarre. It was someone who did the sets for Burning Man. And
that had to be so cool.
It was like one suite was steampunk, one was like a nuclear. It was the weirdest Airbnb I've ever stayed in, but it was super cool. But yeah, it was definitely like they were all theme rooms. It was interesting, right? Very close to the mountains. It's like, wow. Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
The face can only like purge so much. She's almost at her. She's probably at her limit. Just like, let me get this one last thing out of your eye. I'm just like so obsessed with it.
I'm like,
one last thing.
And I was just thinking, I'm like,
so
I have to ride my bike home. I'm like, I'm so relaxed. I'm like, I have to.
You can
focus.
throw it. You can throw it in the bag.
I have to focus. Oh, I might do that because I'm like so.
Yeah, we're super zen after
I'm
this.
like super zen. I'm thinking, I have to like ride my bike home. I'm like, it may not.
Yeah,
be
I'm
good.
glad we did this without the flux at the same time too, for the first time at least, so you can just focus on what you feel with this one.
Sensitive.
She's sensitive.
I'm a sensitive.
You're being beast mode with this though. We're not taking it like easy on you today with the face.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm trying to relax. No, it's weird. Okay. Almost done. You're doing such a good job.
Whew, thank you.
So we always end by snatching up those brows, giving a little brow lift. I like to, like, once we've done, like, a series on somebody, I love to do, like, the little arch in the brow and, like, a hint of that fox eye. Just a hint.
Aw, yay.
So you can totally do that without surgery, and your results will last longer, and you're going to have less you're not going to have complications when you're older, like the actual surgeries do and can.
How long will this last?
Years.
Ooh, okay.
So typically, if you're over 28, we want to do a series of 12.
Okay.
So ideally, we would do that, so it's increasing ATP production by 500%, and it's going to use that most over the next couple of days. That's why she'll still see, like, the best results. Like, she's going to see instant results, but the best results she's going to see from this, like, 72 hours later. So if we can imagine you came in just for simple math with like 1 ATP and we're increasing that by 500 times 500, that's going to be 500. So you come back a couple weeks later, your body's already used that to restore because we're not restored back to, you know, the final product, right? Ready for maintenance. If you come in within a few days later, then say you've got, 10 ATP left. Well, now we're increasing that 10 by 500. Then we come in a few days after that, then we're increasing that by 500, and it exponentially increases the ATP production, which like makes your cells younger on a cellular level. Also, now she's pretty clear, but if we have people who have a lot of like hardness, like hers is still moving. Like she might have some chunky spots, but everything's still moving. Sometimes when we work on people, everything is one big chunk. So, and that it will hurt more for people like that. Theirs, it's more important that they do them close together because it's kind of like working with clay. So we break up those little chunks, and it's easier to move through. With her, especially since she does so many like other holistic things, she's fine to come like once a week. Everything's moving.
It definitely, you feel some movement in your digestion too. Like I feel like when you were working on my cheeks, I was like, oh, I felt like a lot of grumbling in the tummy.
Yeah, the frequency that we have it on is also helps with like hyperthyroidism and stuff. So it's lymph flow. It's this yellow frequency helps with obesity. It helps with the pancreas and insulin production. So you might be feeling a lot. It's cool because you like are so aware of that stuff that you'll probably notice even more over the next couple of days. Some people are just like, I don't know, I feel good,
Yeah.
So, but I do have clients who will fly in. It just depends on like how much time and how quickly do you want to get it done. I have clients who will fly in for 5 days and they'll come and they'll see me twice a day. They'll see me at like 9 a.m. and then 8 p.m. and they'll look 30 years younger in like a week. Now their face is probably going to be sore for 2 weeks, but who cares? They look 30 years younger in like 5 days, no surgery. We have a lot of those pictures on the website, Ella Bardo Aesthetics and Wellness. EllaBardo.com is the website.
Yay. Oh wow, I can already see my eyebrows are like bing.
I know. The neck in here is like amazing. That's what we spent the most time on. Obviously, if you guys been here the whole time, you saw that. Oh. It's a whole new face. All we do is just get rid of the junk that shouldn't be there so we can show off the beautiful parts of you that we love.
Yeah, definitely.
We already have perfect bone structure, like this perfect nose that she has. People pay for that nose, seriously.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Then this is gonna get you way better results than surgery for sure.
Whee.
So we'll probably do your next one, maybe like the same, like next Monday, Tuesday, whenever you get back or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll come see you on Thursday. So Thursday we'll do a live stream with her.
Okay. What time do you want to?
We'll look at that on my calendar when we get off the phone.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. I have a wedding on Saturday, so this is perfect timing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I hope everybody just stares at you like, what did you do? I love it when I hear that. I have my 20-year high school reunion this Saturday.
What?
So, girl, I got to work on my face, too. I mean,
I'll
we're always
work on
looking
it
extra
for you a little
young.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you.
I just don't even know what to do with myself without my jade machine at home by the bed. Like, I didn't have it there for, like, years.
You look great.
And just like, where is my baby?
Mm-hmm.
I got so used to just working on myself with, like, the dogs hanging out in the bed and super multitasking.
I don't know. When I feel like sometimes I get home and I'm like, that's the last thing I want to do is my face. Like after you.
Well, if I need to do it and I'm like, okay, I can stay at the spa and do it, or I can go home and get in my pajamas and do it.
Yeah.
And talk to my YouTube friends.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do acupuncture on myself. Like I'll be in bed and be like, ding, ding, ding. Especially on the front of the body. But
can you do that like without looking at yourself at certain point? Like, what about your face? Are there certain parts you can do without looking?
Yeah. Well, I would need to look in the mirror if I were doing my face, but my body on the front of my body, I can do that myself. But it's still better I have my office mate give me an acupuncture treatment.
Yeah, certain things like when I work on my neck and my décolletage, that top part. This is the one part of myself I really can't get.
Yeah, I always tell my office mate, I'll be like, can you throw
My
some needles in my
shoulders.
back?
Yeah, fix my back fat. I always tell my students to fix but Like if the back fat is showing up, it's also pain. It's usually pain and inflammation and toxins. It's not actually fat. So a lot of times when they're fixing it, it's so I can not be in pain, so I can keep working on people. But it also gets rid of the back fat at the same time, so it makes you look better and feel better at the same time. I love it. That's the one area that's like hard to get. So I'm gonna end up teaching her so she can do that one on me too. In the process, you're watching it live right now.
Yay!
Okay, so we're gonna take some really cute pictures of her, some before and afters. We'll throw that up on the Instagram, Ella Bardo 1111, and then make sure that you're subscribed so you can come check us out sometime on Thursday. I don't know, but I'll put the time with her before and after pictures, so you can make sure to put that on your calendar so you don't miss it. Or if you're already subscribed, then all you have to do is click notifications and then click all of the notifications, and it'll let you know anytime we come live, and then we can all hang out together. So I love you guys so much. Hugs, hugs, kiss, kiss. Hi, Lainey. So I might end up, I don't know if I'm going to do stuff on my face at home. I have like a regular high frequency wand, just like the ones that I tell you guys about that are like not that expensive, but it is really good at doing lymph. So I've got some new face masks. I just miss my jade. It's like part of my arm is gone at home. So anyway, so maybe we'll do something at home on my face. I can do the buccal massage. I did cut my nails down. My nails are looking ugly today, so maybe we'll do the buccal massage at home because I'm just having so much fun with you. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of live streams this month. We're breaking like 10K Ella Bardo Besties. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, share this with your besties who want to learn, grow, and glow together, because it's going to be an exciting fall and winter season of learning, growing, and glowing, because we live in Indiana and there's not much to do here until we take trips to Miami or maybe Asheville. Okay, love you guys. Bye.